since I found out last week that I was, at the time, 4 weeks pregnant. And I'm about 5 weeks now, 5 weeks to the day. Um, I'm feeling so many emotions. In this video, I'm going to discuss um, what I'm feeling, my symptoms, what I'm trying, my diet, what I'm trying to change, eating habits, and just trying to make the best out of my pregnancy. I found out I was pregnant last Sunday, and with my calculations, I calculated that I was 4 weeks exactly pregnant. I am feeling very, very anxious and very nervous, and I'm extra cautious because in January, about 2 months ago, I had a miscarriage. I was about 5.5 weeks pregnant, and it was my second miscarriage. My previous miscarriage was in 2005, or yeah, 2004. I'm sorry, January of 2004. So I would have to say that the miscarriage in January was one of the absolute worst experiences of my life. It was painful. It was extremely painful. Um, and it was also painful emotionally. It was a wanted pregnancy. We had planned to have the baby and conceived successfully, but it just didn't go through. I was told by my doctor that it wasn't my fault. Um, my progesterone was low, um, and that signified an abnormal pregnancy. But what I didn't know at the time was that she could have given me some progesterone to, raise my levels. Um, at the time, they were supposed to be in the teens, and I was a 6. Um, I'm not sure if it was because I had already started the bleeding, and I think she just gave up hope. But now I'm more educated about it, and ever since then I've been reading up on miscarriages. I've read about alternative medicines and you know um, different types of miscarriages. I just thought they were all the same, and apparently there are different types. Um, I even got my medical records. I made the decision to switch my doctor because I had found out that she was um, involved in a malpractice suit. Excuse me, an ongoing malpractice suit. So I made that decision to switch her because I really didn't think that she was helpful. I didn't think she was sympathetic. And I felt like it was like a factory in and out kind of thing. In the end, when after I had my last sonogram, and obviously I noticed there wasn't a sac, everything was pretty much empty. She took forever to see me and didn't even give me the results. Instead, she says, "Well, you pretty much emptied out." And I thought that was a real, it's not what you tell someone who is wanting a pregnancy and wanting a child. I thought maybe her response should have been more sympathetic, and I thought she could have been a better doctor by just being more compassionate. And she was very cold, even though in the past I've had her and she was magnificent. But for some reason, I don't know if she was just annoyed with the fact that I kept going back there, because this happened over a series of like 5 or 4 days. And every time I would have to go back to her, they'd have to squeeze me in, and they didn't prioritize me at all. It was, well, this person has an appointment before you, so you have to wait. So I'm not gonna say who she is. It's just she just wasn't the ideal doctor for me. I did switch doctors. My next appointment is on April 8th. I'm very excited. Although when I did um, make the appointment, I originally had a March 29th annual visit appointment, and I figured I would let them know that instead of the annual, it looks like it's going to be a prenatal, and they went ahead and changed my appointment, which I didn't understand at the time, but I found out that they don't see patients who are pregnant until they are about 7 weeks far along. And for some reason, I wanted to rush in there, and well, not really for some reason, for obvious reasons, I wanted to rush in there and have them examine me and get a clean bill of health. I'm scared. I was scared, and I wanted to make sure that everything was fine. I especially wanted to get a prescription for progesterone. I've been reading everywhere that it's okay to take it. You can never have too much of it. You can never have enough dosage of it, and that it's perfectly healthy to keep taking it even though you don't need it. Um, but I guess, being that I'm a new patient and they've never seen me before, um, they really, they said that I have to wait till April 8th. And it's fine. I panicked, I over panicked. And that's the struggle that I'm dealing with at the moment. I'm just struggling with fear, and I need to learn how to let that go. I work 2 jobs at the moment, a full-time and a part-time. And I decided to take a leave of absence from my part-time. In my part-time job, I'm always on my feet. I'm busy running around. I'm never seated, and I lift heavy things. So I made the decision for myself to take a leave, and I just felt like it was better for me. I'd have better peace of mind. On the weekends now, I can just relax, and this is actually my first weekend where I have been relaxing pretty much all day. I haven't really done housework. I haven't really done anything. I have cleaned my bathroom, but I've made it a point not to stay in there when there's fumes. Um, yeah, so I've been laying up with my legs elevated sometimes. My boyfriend and I really don't want to risk anything, especially stress. I get very stressed out very easily. Anything bothers me. So I need to learn how to let go. And I think that is one of the most difficult things that I have been dealing with at this point. It's really hard for me to let go of making decisions, running errands, doing things for my dogs. I have 2 Pomeranians, and it's really, really hard for me. I'm always the go-getter. I'm always the one that's, things have to get done. It has to get done today. It can't get done tomorrow. It can't get done the week after. It has to get done today. But I realized that I have to take a seat back for my sanity, and just enjoy the moment, and enjoy my pregnancy. And speaking of my pregnancy, symptoms. I have not had morning sickness. Thank God, knock on wood, I have not had any morning sickness. I have had a lot of bloating. I'm already overweight, so to have the extra bloating, oh my God, it's horrible. It's just horrible. I have been having some cramping. Um, Nothing too serious, nothing too painful. It's just minor cramping, and I think on Thursday night, no, Friday, Thursday night, I started a light pinkish kind of discharge. It's not even a flow. It was just like a discharge, very, very light pink. Um, and I've read that it's perfectly normal. Usually happens during the time of your period. It could be implantation. It could be anything. Um, and I've been having just basic cramping. It's nothing bad. It's gone away. The bloat has not gone away. Um, it's actually really uncomfortable. Today I started having new symptoms. My boobs are killing me. They are so painful. They're so tender, and so they feel heavy. They feel like bowling balls. But yeah, I've been having, those are the only symptoms I've had so far. I've taken 2 pregnancy tests just to be on the safe side, and they do come up positive, so I'm definitely pregnant. I've been taking a prenatal pill on my own. I've purchased it. It has DHA, so I'm very happy. Along with folic acid, I'm taking folic acid, and I've been taking folic acid ever since I've miscarried. Um, I've had this wicked cough for the past 2 weeks, and when I found out I was pregnant, I said, "Oh no!" So I'm pregnant, and I have a cold. Great. Well, I'm happy to be pregnant. I'm very happy. I've also been trying to change my diet. My girlfriend for my birthday bought me a NutriBullet, which very, very happy to use. And this, I was already making shakes. So now I don't even, it's not like really a shake, it's a smoothie. So like right now I'm having this and it looks really disgusting, but it's not. It's actually really good. It's um, spinach, watermelon, pineapples, piece of apple, and strawberries. So I'm trying to have more greens in my diet, and I put a ton of spinach. That's why it's all green. So I'm trying to make sure that I have enough vitamins and minerals for my baby and for myself. And I'm just trying to take it day by day. It's really hard not to be worried. It's 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 something that I wouldn't wish on my own worst enemy. You want everything to be fine. And like I tell my boyfriend, and he tells me, it will be fine. Everything will be great. I just am really anxious to get to my appointment. And, by that time, I'll be 7 weeks pregnant. And God willing, I will see a heartbeat. And I think that's what will let me know that everything is going to be okay. The last time I was pregnant, I was jumping the gun big time. I was going on, deciding to make a registry. I was looking at cribs already. I was just jumping ahead of myself and not realizing that, there are chances that things can go wrong. And I think I learned from that. I think I learned that you have to be patient, and good things do come to people that wait. Although I didn't expect it to be this quickly, I was told by my doctor to wait 3 cycles. I didn't think that 3 cycles was an appropriate time. I thought she has that tendency to jump the gun a bit. So, she's always trying to be on the safe side, which is fine. But I've been reading everywhere that the majority of doctors tell you to wait 1 cycle. They tell you emotionally to wait more than one. I think I leave it all in God's hands. And all I can do is pray, and pray that everything is fine. And pray that I have enough patience and the strength to just cope and deal with whatever comes my way. And I know in my heart that it's going to be fine, because it has to be fine. Well, I shouldn't say it like that. It's not that it has to be fine. I know in my heart, I have a lot of faith that this pregnancy is it's going to have a very good outcome. I also need to know that I also understand that I have to take better care of myself. And emotional strains are not good for you, and emotional stress isn't good for you. And it's bad enough I work already in a high stress job. But I know how that I have to deal with it, and I have to let go. If you can hear, my throat is really, really bad. So those are my challenges. I'm very, very excited. It's not surreal to me. My pregnancy prior to this was surreal. I just couldn't believe that I was pregnant, and the symptoms hit me like a ton of bricks. It was, but I never had morning sickness. But for now, it's like, okay, I'm pregnant, and everything is gonna be okay. And I just have to take better care of